want to see the differences between the players. You know what I mean? Because they're all playing the same legend, yet it's not like they all play the same style.
We got to witness the noeL versus Wrenched Ditto, which always ends up going to last game, last stock. Will the same case happen here against Blue or noeL, or will one player just come out so much on top? We're about to find out as Mammoth Fortress, where we're continuing on. And noeL, returning a little bit of damage as Blue, or noeL got a little bit of a lead, and Blue was able to return some damage here as they open up with the sword on both sides.
And you see that noeL able to confirm some neutralites, but then just kind of sits and waits. And oh my goodness, Blue starting off with the commanding statement, getting that ground pound, which could be a disastrous reversal. Oh, he stuffs. Looks like it was a gravity cancel N-Sig maybe with the unarmed recovery. Blue getting a second chance at life there. Now both players are alive and on center stage, but we're going to see a lot of off-stage gameplay here. I mean, we got swords, we got guitars. There's no way it's not going to be a lot of ungrounded gameplay, to say the least.
noeL has a kill option that he likes to go for when it comes to, say, when he has his opponent deep enough in the red, he likes to go for those jumping, gravity cancel, pivot down signatures. The longest lasting sword move, well, okay, that's not true. Side stick can last way longer.
Oh, yeah, right.
But the one that stands in place where you don't have control over how it casts, that one he likes to catch a lot of people with dodge reads or with jump reads or anything of the like. And he's getting Blue close enough to where that might be possible. The guitars go forward. Oh, down sig, swat away. Blue on the verge of being able to take this first stock, but just goes back for the weapon. Playing it safe, doesn't want to go off stage. And noeL, down light, but that wasn't dropped. He definitely just waited.
He was kind of slow, you know. It definitely didn't look like it was going to connect. Maybe he wanted to drift in a little bit and maybe just think, oh, he's going to respect the fact that I'm going to get this conversion. I'm just going to get the recovery a little later. But no, did not quite pan out. Either way, looks like noeL will be the first one to find himself in the blast zone there. Blue finding first blood.
Oh, the down sig connects with Blue and sends him flying, evens it up close again. In the style of Asuri Dittos that noeL so often has. He's just trying to get a nice little neutral light, claw him up, get a little bit of damage on him for the start. Doesn't open up the side lights, doesn't want to put himself in a position that's too punishable. But Blue manages to find the hits anyways. So picked up, side light goes high, but Blue just returns with damage after he gets hit.
Yeah, that's one of those things. You want to pick those options where sometimes they're a little cheeky, but you want to get your hits in where you can. And if you think someone's kind of overextending with their pressure, you can go ahead and hit them for hitting you when they were not supposed to or attempting to. So that's going to be how you kind of nickel and dime your few little extra damages in to kind of keep things a little bit more even. But Blue looks like he's going to go ahead and rack up a little bit more damage here. Has him in the red. Looks like he's pulling ahead just a little bit. It hasn't been a super sizable lead, but he has been on top of noeL here.
Oh, and there came so close to being able to take out noeL. I was very surprised when they get the KO, but the D-Light recovery almost definitely will. Doesn't drop it that time. And now 2 stocks to 1, Blue in a sizable lead over noeL, and noeL has shown that he really has to get his opponents in the kill percent. There's different styles to play with the series, right? Wrenched really likes to go off stage with the neutral sticks to be able to get the KOs, but Blue, man, with the strings, brings noeL deep into the orange already, and noeL can only kick back in retaliation, and that's a little bold.
Yeah, a little risque, if I do say so myself. Just kind of, I guess, thought he had a read on when he's going to jump back to the stage, just making it an easy punish for Blue. And now noeL on the receiving end of some damage and hurt here, looking a little beaten, a little bruised, but still not out. Able to fight back from the ropes.
And Blue got that pivot neutral light read. Blue go for a third one. No, just gets the nairs. noeL goes too high. 2 nairs in a row. 3! noeL tosses the weapon down and can't stop it. Finally dodges past, but man, noeL, if the D-Light recovery came out, that would have been it. But it's just going to take one more D-Light connection for Blue to be able to get it. And the neutral light itself is almost going to be KOing. Blue almost for sure. Oh, man. And what a slow, painful death to experience in Brawlhalla. Like, sword nairs and weapon throws until eventually it's just enough to be able to do it on its own.
Got to whittle him down bit by bit, looking like the professor live on YouTube, just bouncing the basketball off his head once.
That's right, because he caught the sword that he threw at him and then dashed forward to be able to get that KO. 2 stock for Blue, and we're going to a much smaller stage, right? noeL's not going to have to do nearly as much damage to Blue to be able to take out these stocks. Of course, vice versa.
Right, exactly.
Do the same thing. But, oh man, noeL opening with a nice little double recovery. D-Light, I thought he was going to get a double one, but Blue was able to fall to the air in time.
There we go, a little Brawlhalla wiggle, left, right, trying to get the spacing just right so they can outspace, maybe a dash forward side glide or some sort of aggressive option, but looks like noeL's going to be biding his time on the ledge here. Manages to sneak onto the stage with a perfectly timed jump where he would kind of like no impact land almost onto the side of the stage and catch Blue off guard there.
Ooh, noeL tosses the guitars away from the sword, and Blue takes advantage of it and fights him off stage. That dodge is gone for 3 seconds. noeL takes refuge on the right side of Small Brawlhaven. brings it back. Dodges forward onto the stage. Downlight Sarah finally finds him and disarms him. Can he get that down or no? Just goes back to the stage, denies all weapons from Blue, tossing guitars out of wait. That's actually enough. Blue drifts off reflexively. Sometimes I feel like players will just have a pattern that they like to have on the side of the stage, and because of the perfect angle that he tosses guitars down, it just hits him on the head on the way down. Blue goes down, and noeL takes a slight lead in game number 2.
All right, yeah, it's looking like a completely different game
Oh,
in comparison to
recovery.
that last one, where we do have now coming to be a pretty sizable lead even for noeL, but noeL still not out. And even on small Brawlhalla, you would think that D-Light recovery would kill, but no, still probably needs one more. noeL can get a little bit of extra damage, manages to get the Nair and gets 2 for his troubles. And Blue now has no weapon too.
Oh, downlight into recovery. Dodge was gone. Of course it was going to hit. Down sig, but not gravity canceled. So that's why it didn't hit. You have to gravity cancel down on sig for it to work. Oh. Oh, the clash on the recovery, but noeL makes it back regardless.
Neutral air on the way down, able to go ahead and hit Blue, and
This
that's
is huge.
He has
noeL's
no
about to
dodge,
take a
just
2-stock
hit
lead.
him. And now Dodge should be back, yeah. But
Oh, that's it.
To catch it anyway. He just kind of had an internal counter in his head for when the dodges were going to be active for Blue there, and was able to convert. Oh my goodness, and he's getting wild now.
All right, downlight, neutral sig. Hard-hitting move, definite confirm. Blue gets the stock, but he's got 2 more stocks to go through. Not impossible. We saw Coslex being able to do it against Viper, but it's looking really good for noeL small Brawlhalla. I'd be surprised if Blue allowed noeL to be able to get back to that stage again after this, but maybe something will happen, but Blue could still bring it back.
And noeL going ahead and immediately running the center stage. That's where he likes to be, likes to hold the positioning of the stage and just pressure through sheer positioning alone. And look at that, does a weapon toss to zone break, tries to work his way in again. noeL still keeping Blue in the corner, Blue fighting back the immediate reversal, trying to hold on for center as long as humanly possible.
Oh, neutral sig trying to get for a jump read, and noeL just ducks underneath it. No, but Blue. D-Light, recovery. D-Light Sarah puts him off the right side of the stage, and recovery wasn't going to kill just yet, but he finds another D-Light that could be in the end of the move, but Blue has dropped a significant amount of those recovery follow-ups off the downlines. Maybe noeL has a chance to live a little bit longer. Dodge out of the way of that one, but the neutral light connects. Better to get hit by that than that D-Light. That would spell death for sure. Oh man, he's going to weapon throw him to death again.
Yeah, I'm thinking, right, is it going to be a repeat of last time? We're watching reruns of Brawlhalla.
Oh, recovery. Oh, but he's going to get the hit.
Okay, and there we're going to see a lot of those.
Man, noeL is getting small hits in that count. And Blue can only connect with moves that are definitely not going to KO. Gravity cancel, downlight, and recovery. Oh, gravity cancel, sidelight. If you gravity cancel that move with the sword, you roll downwards at an angle slightly. Perfect move to be able to get him. And the ground pound just does it. noeL 2 stocks Blue in return for game number 1 on small Brawlhalla. I feel like the stages are actually going to be playing a huge factor in this matchup. Depending on the player matchups which we were talking about, you can have playstyles that counter other playstyles. Some players just have arenas of battle that work better for them than others, and that felt like a complete shift of momentum for noeL. And it's weird because usually when we have matches with noeL in them, we get 5 of the same stage in a row as he's just trying to adapt. But here we are, 3 different stages in a row. Blackguard Keep is going to be game number 3, and that's one of the most exotic stages that you can have in the competitive map pool here for Brawlhalla.
It's always one that kind of comes out few and far between, but when it does come out, it is always an exciting sight to see here. We're already starting off with game number 3. Looks like Blue taking for a little bit of a ride there on the half pipe, of course, as we call it. But you know, nothing too crazy. noeL trying to dash in, maybe get a weapon toss, get some momentum started, and the end sig not going to land here, but we're still fine. noeL biding his time here, and you can use that side platform, and it's only on the left side, it's not on the right. To go ahead and kind of, mix up your timings, reset your jumps if you don't feel comfortable running to the base platform yet.
Oh,
later!
Doesn't even matter that he smacks him to the side of the wall. It brings him down to his death as early as possible, and Blue solidly in the lead here in game 3. That's the offstage interests that we expect to see from us Surrey players. Oh, side stick goes all the way off to that platform, and Blue just punches him in the face for it.
Okay.
Oh, trying to dribble him with that down or maybe get a reset, but couldn't find anything else.
Yeah, didn't break the ankles quite yet. A little bit more here, and Blue just waiting. And patience is so important in Brawlhalla, man. I can't stress it enough. You really need to make sure that you're not immediately just running at your opponent. You want to make sure you kind of whittle them down, get a feel for what they're doing, and then wait for your moment to strike. Like right there, he missed that.
Oh, again!
Oh, no!
Blue with 2 neutral 6 in a row, catches him on the edge as he tries to recover to the wall. 3 stocks to 1. And you're right, there's that patience coming into play right over the course of the entire set, where he's understanding now where noeL is recovering so that he can find those hard-hitting, hard reversal moves like the Asuri neutral 6 spiking him down to his death. noeL still struggling to get this first stock off. Oh no, will he go for it again?
I had the feeling as well. Man, just this stuff looks like the recovery with that, but will still make it back to stage. Blue pretty much looking out to close this game. noeL trying not to get 3-stocked at this point, as Blue has been so dominant with his pressure. I mean, just look, a ground pound.
Blue.
Not again.
Down
He's
air.
dead.
Done.
That's a 3-stock coming out. And look at that beautiful smile from my man as he goes ahead and confirms the final KO. Oh.
Blue's up 2-1. 2 stocks, now 3 stocks. What's next? Are we gonna have JV4s? Like,
I know.
I'm wondering. They keep going back and forth with how much they're dominating against each other, and will the map change drastically again? We've got Small Brawlhalla, Shipwreck, and Miami Dome, and Blue. So that was interesting, right? Because noeL's banning it out because of how the stage tracking works. Brought him to the 3 smallest maps that were available in the pool. Brawlhalla didn't work, so now he's bringing him to Miami Dome to see if it's a little bit different. Because last time it was a 2-stock. If the small map is going to give noeL an advantage again, we're about to find out. Because if it doesn't work out, it's going to end up being in favor of Blue. 3-1, and noeL will be knocked out at 9th place. Oh, off stage again. Oh, man!
No!
That. It's happening. I talked about the JV4. Blue hasn't taken any damage. I was actually joking, but we're on the verge of that actually being possible. Okay, there, finally.
There we go. Put that to rest.
I was like, man, what's worse than a 3-stock? Man, a neutral sig to catch the neutral sig of your opponent is Surrey.
Like we're
they're
in
just fighting off
Inception
stage
all
again.
over again. Man, I imagine if you're noeL in this situation, you must be.
I mean, that was a stock that was just
frustrated.
gone.
Game 4, you're already down a game. You're trying to make the comeback, and it starts like that. You got to put on your costless pants, I guess, because it's going to be a rough one.
Right. I mean, that's exactly what he's going to have to do. The damage is even, but they're still down a stock a minute into the game. Neutral Light from Blue secures the lead even further, and every time that noeL gets hit, it's not an even trade. You're at a deficit every step of the way. 2 recoveries, second one was avoided and smacked, and now noeL being brought off the Neutral Light. Dodges out of the way. Blue uses his dodge pretty early, but gets the recovery. noeL can't get the falling there. The weapon toss ends a gravity cancel down. Saying, oh, D-Light, Sarah, weapon toss. Oh, noeL punches the blade with his fists and falls to his death. 3 stocks to 1 noeL in tournament stock. Blue is looking dominant on Miami Dome.
You could even see it in noeL's face. The moment he died there, he kind of got taken aback a little bit. He's really trying to keep himself centered, really wants to see if he can bring this back. He has a lot of work to be done, and every single hit from Blue hits noeL in his soul. He feels it taking away from his life force as he knows that there's so much on the line here, man. I mean, there really isn't much more to say here. He does finally confirm the first KO. Blue still tacking on more damage. Every stray hit, these are hits that noeL cannot afford to take. It means Blue is 1 step closer to his win condition, and having noeL in the orange already while having 2 stops, he's gone!
Done. 4 neutral sigs leading into KOs coming up from Blue. Absolutely dominant. noeL, a wonderful Surrey player, but at the mid-seasonal championship, Blue just proving why he has taken so many titles himself. Absolutely fantastic player, and despite him going really back and forth, Blue just had more 2 stocks than noeL did, because I don't think a single one of those games actually went to last stock, last hit. It was like one player was dominating or the other.
Exactly. And it's also one of those things, too, where